If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on gate measurement series. So today we will be solving again 5 questions starting from question number 71 to question number 75. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Now if you come to 71, the minimum number of wattmeters to require the measure of 3-phase 3-wire balanced or unbalanced power is. So this one 2 wattmeter method, very standard and very important in 2 wattmeter method. Connections of this wattmeter in 3 phase is very important for any MCQ, any competitive exam. So 71 it is always B. So 72, the one thing that you should prepare for any electrical exam, for any PSU job, any job, anywhere you are applying for exams in electrical engineering, the 2 wattmeter method, the different connections of the wattmeter in a 3 phase, this is very important. It is always common questions. So the line to line input voltage for 3 phase AC circuit is shown in this much, assuming this is standard connection RY, then this one is connected in between, so phase sequence is RYB. So no need to draw the phasor diagram because we know this one is very standard, so we will not draw the phasor diagram. If there is a twist and turn in the connection, then you have to draw the phasor diagram and we have to see what are this. So this is simply, this one is measuring, it is measuring 3 phase power because 2 wattmeter standard connection it is there. So it will be measuring 3 phase power, and if you write 3 phase power, what is the 3 phase power formula? It is either root 3 VLIL cos phi or 3 VPIP cos phi. So which one is the original formula? This one is the original formula because in per phase it was VI cos phi, for 3 phase it should be 3 phase. Now in connection of 3 phase you can connect it either star or delta. So in terms of connections, your new parameter you have introduced line voltage or line current, which was not present in single phase. Single phase line phase current is phase line current, line voltage is phase voltage. But due to connection it changes, and due to which instead of 3 we can write it root 3, we can derive it. But can you say, if I say root 3 VI cos phi, if you don't see this one, what is this phi? Is this the angle between VL and IL? A very important misconception. So this is not between these two. This is the angle between VP and IP. That remains same, the original formula. This changes, okay, but this remains same. So that you have to be careful about. Now here, because in 3 phase if they mention nothing, that means you have to treat it as a line voltage. So here line voltage is given 100 volt. So your phase voltage will be equal to 100 because it is star connection, 100 by root 3. So your current, this is per phase current because per phase impedance you know. So if you know per phase voltage, you can find per phase current. So 100 by root 3 divided by 5 angle 60. So it is 20 by root 3 angle minus 60. So you know VP IP, so you can find power, single phase power. So it will be, or you can directly write 3 phase power. So 3 into VP into IP into cos phi. What is the cos of angle between these two? 60 degree. So you apply this one, this will be half through 3 cancel 3, so it will be 1000 watt. So total should be 1000. So you see options, so your option A is gone, all rest 3 options, okay. So now you know when these options there is a critical case for 0.5 power factor. So power factor is if it is a 0.5, then wattmeter, 1 wattmeter will give you 0 and 1 wattmeter will give you the full. If you go below that, then 1 wattmeter will give you start negative reading. So that is your formula for tan phi. You know that tan phi formula? So tan phi is equal to root 3, this one. So if your power factor becomes 0.5, then phi is equal to 60. If phi 60, root 3 get cancelled. Tan 60 is equal to root 3. So you will get W1, W1 will get cancelled. So W2 is equal to 0. Either of these wattmeter. You don't know which one is W1, W2. So you can see this one. If you go below that one, then 1 becomes negative. So that can be drawn from here. So from here you know if it is a 0.5, 1 will be 0, 1 will be this one. So by seeing this, so by seeing the power factor only, we could have given the answer because the power factor will be 60 degree because whatever voltage you give, the current, the angle between voltage and current will be due to this angle only, impedance angle. So power factor will be directly 0.5, so you could have directly given the answer C without solving all these things because 1 will be 0 obviously if it is 0.5. If it go below that, then 1 will give you negative reading. So if you come to 73, the wattmeter reads this much when its terminal current coil is connected in R phase and its pressure coil is connected between this phase and the neutral of a symmetrical 3-phase system supplying balanced star connected load this much. The phase sequence is RB. What will be the reading of this wattmeter if the pressure coil and all is reconnected between B and Y phase? So you draw this one RYB phasor diagram. So these are important because now connections are changing. So if you drew that, this is the phasor diagram, you always write it in anti-clockwise. First R, if suppose it is rotating in this way, so it is R, then Y will come, then B will come. Someone is standing here, so you will see first R, then Y, then B. So this is the way you will write R, Y, B. It is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So it's read 400 when its current coil is connected in R phase. So suppose this is my IR current. So this is the phase angle, that is power factor, which is 0.8. Angle between phase voltage and phase current. I have drawn it is phase current, phase voltage and phase current. I have these phasors. Okay. So this is your IR, and your voltage is connected between the phase and the neutral. So obviously, because between the phase and the neutral means your pressure coil is sensing VR and your current coil is sensing IR. So, and your angle you are sensing this one. So you are sensing single phase power because it is VR, IR, cos phi you are measuring, which is equal to your 400 ohm, 400 watt. Okay. This was originally you are measuring. Same voltage, this phase voltage, only phase to neutral, phase voltage, phase current, and then this one. Because it is star connection, only phase current will be there. There will be no line current. Because line and phase will be same. Okay. Now the phase sequence. What will be the reading if the wattmeter its pressure coil alone is reconnected? If you reconnect the pressure coil between B and Y phase, so your pressure coil will now serve B. You will now sense VBY. Now let us get an idea how VBY will be. So VBY will be VB minus VY. So if you take a negative of this, or this is negative of VY, so if you add these two, you know how to calculate. So this is your VBY, which is root 3 times your normal V. Suppose per phase voltage is V, per phase current is I, so it is VI cos phi. So it will be root 3 V. Because the phase voltage is V magnitude, so it will be root 3 V. Magnitude I am writing. And angle you know, from here you can write. So what is the angle between these two? 90 plus phi. So what is your wattmeter read? It will read this much magnitude of voltage. Current is same, per phase current I. And angle it will measure cos 90 plus phi, angle between these two. So this is root 3 VI, sin phi it will measure. You can see. So root 3, what is VI? VI is 400 divided by cos phi. Cos phi is equal to 0.8. What is sin phi? If cos phi is 0.8, then you can calculate sin phi. You should remember this, it is 0.6. Because cos square plus sin square is 1, 8 square plus 6 square is 1, 10, 0.8, 0.6 is 1. So if you do this one, so you will find it is 519.6, that is your option B. Now if you come to 74, the voltage flux adjustment of a certain single phase 220 volt induction wattmeter, induction type watt hour meter, is altered so that the phase angle between the applied voltage and the flux due to its 85 degree instead of 90 degree. The error introduced in the reading of this meter when the current is 5 ampere at a power factor of unity and 0.5 lagging is. Okay, so now it is now 85 instead of this. So what will be the error? If the current is 5 ampere, power factor is one time it is 1 and one time it is 0.5 voltages they have given. So if you see your induction type, this one I have explained in induction type meters how they work. So you can check it out in switchgear protection. I will give a link. It is the interaction between the only the currents. So due to this V that you have applied in your voltage coil, so there will be a current introduced. Due to induction there will be a flux which generally ideally it should be 90 degree, and due to this flux a current will introduce. And your system current, and suppose your load current is this one. This is due to pressure coil. And suppose it is lagging, so it is phi. So what does it measures? It measures the torque is directly proportional to this IL, IP, and then sine of angle between these two, 90 minus phi. So this it's supposed to measure, the torque is supposed to give of this fashion. So because your this IP is coming due to VP, so that's why we say torque is directly proportional to IL. That is your IL don't go for load and phase, okay, it is single phase only. So it is just pressure coil and it is load current. So IL and this IP we write VP, and this sin 90 plus phi is cos phi. So it is giving what is desired for me, that is VP IL cos phi. Don't get confused by this V. Suppose it is VI cos phi, otherwise you will get confused with phase line. No, it is not phase line, it is single phase. P means pressure coil, I means here load. So it is directly. So that's what our desirable. We need to find the power. So it is we are getting power VI cos phi. But here twist is there now. So it is not 90 because it is now at 85. So it will measure at 85 minus phi. So this will be not cos phi. So this will be sin 85 minus phi. It was coming from sin 90 minus phi cos phi, but it is now sin 85 minus phi. So that is the idea. So two case. First it is at unity power factor. So if it is at unity power factor, your normal actual power should have been V I cos phi is 1. So it should have been a 1100. But what is your measured power will be 220 V I, then sin 85 minus, what is phi here? 0.5 lagging. Power factor is here, cos phi is 0.5. No, we have done for unity power factor 1. So phi is here 0. So 85 minus 0. So it will be sin 85. So if you do this one, you will get 1095.81. So it is the error is because it is there is a positive negative sign. So it is less than 1100. So it is minus 4.9, sorry 19 or 4.2, whatever you can say. And in case of it is cos phi is equal to 0.5, power factor is 0.5, that is phi is equal to 60 degree. Then what is your true power? Is 220 into 5 into cos phi is 0.5, which is your 550. What is your measured power? 220 into 5 into, not it is cos, it is sin 85 minus phi. So if you do this one, you will get 464.88, which is your error is, again you are measuring a small amount. Error is measured value minus true value always. This is the error. It is negative error, so error will be minus 85.11 watt, which is your option C, I guess. Option C. So if you come to 75 now, a DC ampere hour meter is rated at this much. The meter constant is given as this much. The meter constant at rated voltage may be expressed at. So you want to express the that meter constant, which is ampere second per revolution, in terms of kilowatt revolution per kilowatt. Okay. So what does this means? If your 14.1 ampere per second flows, then it will give you 1 revolution. So that is the idea. So now if you want to change it to kilowatt hour, so 1 kilowatt hour, we can say 1000 watt hour. Okay. Because your supply voltage is now at 250, because they are asking at rated voltage, so you divide it by voltage and bring it to, because what is what? V into I. So you divide it by V, so 250, so that much ampere hour you will get. So it will be 4 ampere hour. Because it is a second, so convert it into second. Because we will go for how many revolution it is coming per 1 kilowatt hour, we will see. You will see this much ampere second, it gives 1 revolution. So let me calculate how much ampere second is there. Then we will find how much revolution. Then we will say this much revolution per 1 kilowatt hour, because we are doing for 1 kilowatt. So this much ampere second. So it is 14400 ampere second. So for 14400 ampere second, how much revolution it will take? 1 into 14400 divided by 14.4. So it will be 1000 revolution. So that means it is taking 1000 revolution per kilowatt hour, because we have done this one came from 1 kilowatt hour at this rated voltage. Obviously at this, because if voltage change, then it ampere second will not be same, ampere hour will not be same, because it was kilowatt hour. Because you are keeping at rated voltage, that's why you can divide it by 250. So this is your option, that is your option C. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.